Okay then gang, so the first thing I'm going to do in this video is first of all create a new folder over here, and that's going to be called assets, and that's where we're going to put all of our different images for this project. Now I've prepped them already and I have them over here in a folder, so I'm just going to drag and drop them in here. Now a lot of these images, not all of them, but a lot of them are Adobe stock images. Now if you want to use them for your own projects, for your own websites, then you will need to get a license for those images from Adobe stock. Now what I've done is on the GitHub repo over here, I've created an images.md file, and in here we have links to the different files I've used from Adobe stock. So if I open up one of those, you can see right here I've used one of these images. This thing down here I've used, okay? So you can either download the watermarked version if you want to, or license it if you're going to use it in some kind of project for production, all right? So these are the images I'm going to be using, and if you want to license them yourself, the links are here. Anyway, now we've done that, we can go ahead and use those images inside this project. So for the rest of this video, I just want to flesh out the HTML template. Now I'm not going to dwell on this and make it long-winded or anything like that, because I'm assuming you already understand the basics of HTML. If you don't, then check out my HTML CSS crash course for beginners first of all. So I'm going to kind of speed through this template, and first of all I'm going to close the file tree by clicking this icon in the top left just to give us a bit more room. Let me delete this junk right here like so, and we're going to start off with a nav tag. So nav and then tab, and we get that nav tag. And by the way, this is a feature of Emmet which comes baked into VS Code. Instead of writing out the tags like that, I can just write out the tag name, for example div, and then press tab, and it's going to create that for me. And also if I want to give it a class, I can say div and then dot, and then whatever the class is, for example whatever, press tab, and it creates that for me as well. So I'll be using that a lot as we go through this lesson. Now I didn't do it here, but it is going to have a class, and that class is going to be site-nav, and also we're going to give this a class of grid. Now I did mention in the first video we'll be using CSS grid to control this layout, and we're going to use it in several different sections of this website. So whenever we use a CSS grid, I'm going to give that a class of grid, that element, so we can style that later on, and each of those elements can take advantage of that one style. All right, so inside the nav we'll first of all do an H1 for the title, and that is going to be Cosmo Junkie like so, and then after that I'm going to do a series of li tags, and these are going to be for the little links in the top right. But before we do those, we need to nest them inside a UL tag. Maybe I should go and watch that HTML4 beginner series first of all, make sure I get my LIs and ULs right. Okay, so inside the LI I want an anchor tag, and then this is going to go to hash portfolio, and this means that when we click this link it's going to look for an ID inside our HTML with this ID of portfolio, and it's going to scroll us to that section. Okay, so it doesn't link to another page, just a section of our website with the ID. All right, so inside the anchor tag we'll say portfolio, and then we want down below that another li tag and another anchor tag. This time it's going to be hash, and it will be skills. That is going to be the second section of the website, so skills. And then finally we want an anchor tag which is going to go to, and that should be plural by the way, skills, and this one is going to go to contact, and over here we'll say contact. Okay, so that is the first little section, the nav. If I save that, we can take a look over here. Not looking great, but it's there. So after the nav we want the next section, and I'm going to use a section tag for this. It's going to have an ID, so hash, and that ID is going to be welcome. So this is like the little welcome banner at the top of the page. Now it's also going to have a class, and that class is going to be grid. So we're going to use CSS grid to control this section as well. Now inside this little welcome banner we're going to have some text on the left and an image on the right. So we're going to do a little div container for each section, the left and right. The first one on the left is going to be the welcome -text, and inside that we'll do an H2, and that is going to say space enthusiast, and we'll do a BR tag right there so it goes to the next line, and then below that we'll say and JavaScript developer. And let's spell this correctly, JavaScript. Okay, so after the H2 we're going to do a p tag, and I'm going to give this a class of leading, so kind of like leading text, bigger text than normal paragraph text, and we'll style that up later on. So let's tab, and inside here I'm just going to paste in some lorem ipsum, which I'm going to grab from my GitHub repo, because all of this code, remember, is on my GitHub repo. If you don't want to write this out from scratch, then just go over to the repo and get the code from there. The link is down below. Okay, so after the paragraph tag, I want an anchor tag, and this is going to be a button, and it's going to go to the portfolio section. So much like we had an href of portfolio up here, it's going to also be an href of portfolio down here. It's also going to have a class, and we'll set that equal to button. So we'll style up that button class later on as well. So anything with this class is going to look like the same kind of button, right? And inside the anchor tag, we'll say view my work. All right, so this, remember, is sitting on the left ultimately inside this welcome banner section. We also need a little bit to sit on the right, and that is going to be the image of a planet. So let's do another div to contain that, and that is going to be welcome-image. And inside here, we'll do an image tag, and the source is going to be in the assets folder, which we created, remember, over here. And the image we're going to use is banner_image.png. And just to show you what that looks like, it's this thing right here. Okay? So it's assets/banner_image.png. All right, so the alt text can just be, I don't know, pic of planet, very descriptive. And that's all we need to do. So that's the second section done. If we save it, we can preview. Yep, looking pants, but again, it is there. All right then, so next we want a section for the portfolio. Now this is going to have an ID of portfolio, and press tab. So when we click on this link, which has an href2 hash portfolio, or this link right here, which again has an href2 hash portfolio, when we click on those, it's going to scroll us automatically in the browser to this section. All right, so we're using this in-page linking to get about. All right, so then first of all, I'm going to do an H3 in this section, and that is going to say some of my projects. All right, and in fact, let's capitalize projects. Then after the H3, I'm going to do a div. And notice I've not given this a class of grid. I've given this a class of grid because we'll use it to control that section, but not this. But we are going to do a div now, and that div is going to contain some content, the different projects we've done, and that will have a class of grid. So I just didn't want to include this title in the grid, okay? So let's give this a class of grid by saying .grid and tab, and inside that div, and in fact also we'll give this a class of projects, so we can style it using the projects class separately as well. Okay, so inside that div, we're going to have multiple different projects, 3 in total, and each one is going to be inside an anchor tag, because ultimately, if you click a project or a portfolio project on a website, you'd expect it to maybe take you to that project, okay? Now, we're not going to fill this in because we're not going to make those projects, but I'm just surrounding it in an anchor tag because that is typically what we would do. Now, for each project, we want to show an image and we want to show some kind of title for that project. So let's do the image first of all. And the source, again, is going to be inside the assets folder. Then it's / and the image we're going to use is going to be project 1. And then we're going to use project 2 for the second one, and then project 3. So let me show you what those look like. So if I go to project 1, you can see it's this thing, project 2 and project 3. They're the images we're going to use for the portfolio. So assets, and it's project 1 first of all, and in the alt we'll just say space race image, and underneath we'll do an H4, and this is the name of the project, and it's going to be called space race game. Okay, so let me just copy that dude and paste it because I don't want to write it all out again, and I'll just change this from project 1 to project 2, and this time it's going to be called Planet Boy, so Planet Boy image, and this is going to be Planet Boy API. Not sure what that API will do, but it sounds good. All right, so next we have Project 3. So change that to Project 3. And this is going to be Captain Cosmo blog image. All right, and the title is Captain Cosmo blog. I do like the names of these websites. All right, so now we have those different projects. If we save it and check it out over here, then we can see those on the page. All right, so let's move on now to the next section, which is for the skills. So let's do another section tag, this time with an ID of skills. And remember, we link to this as well up here in the nav. We say skills right here. So when we click on that, it's going to scroll us right down to this section. And inside this section, first of all, I'm going to do a UL with a class of grid. Again, I've not given this thing right here a class of grid because what I'm going to do is add an H3 right here. And I don't want this H3 to be part of the grid, just the stuff inside the UL itself, okay? So this H3 will say things I can do. Okay, let's change this to a capital C. All right, and inside this UL, inside the grid itself, we want a series of li tags. And each li tag is going to be a little square, and each square is going to contain an image of some kind of comet and then the skill that they can do, all right? So, for example, the first one is going to be an image. It's inside the assets folder, and it's comet1.svg. And for the alt, we'll just say comet. So these look like these things right here. Well, you can't see them right here because they're SVG files, but when I save it in a minute, you will see what these look like. So let me come down to the next line, H4, and this is going to be for, no, not React, JavaScript. And we'll do React next. So let me change that down here in the second one to React. We'll change this to 2, and then this to React. And then let me just paste this in again and change this to 3. And instead of React, this time we'll do Firebase. And then down here, we'll do one more. So we have 4 skills in total. And change this to Flutter. All right, so if we save that now and preview, we should see what those look like. So they're the comments right there and the name of the comments. And again, we'll style all this later on. Don't worry for now. I know it's looking pretty rubbish, but this will look better later on. Okay, so we need another section below that, the final section, I think, which is the contact form. So let me now come down here and do another section with an ID of contact. And again, we link to this because up here in the nav, we say contact for a link. So that's going to scroll right down to this section. And inside the contact section, we want an H3 first of all, and that's going to say get in touch. And then below that, we need a form. Or rather, first of all, we'll do a paragraph with a class of leading, p.leading. And this is just going to be a bunch of lorem ipsum, like so. And then underneath that, we're going to do a form. Now, I'm not giving anything a class of grid here because we're not going to use CSS grid in this contact section. We really don't need to. Now, I'm going to delete that action because we're not going to be programming this form to go anywhere or do anything. I just want to focus on the design aspect of things. But inside it, we do need a few inputs. The first one is going to be of type text, and the placeholder, if I can get past this text bit, placeholder is going to be equal to name in capitals. And then I'm going to duplicate this. This time though, instead of text, it's going to be email right here, the type, and the placeholder is going to be email as well. All right, and then one more. In fact, no, we're going to do a text area for the last one. So I don't need another input. So we'll say text area. And then this can also have a placeholder. So let me just add that in, placeholder, and set it equal to your message. Like so, okay? So now we have 2 input fields and a text area. We also want a button at the bottom, and that button is going to have a class of button, which we used before as well on an anchor tag, this time on a button, but because we're using the same class, they will look the same. And instead of saying send message, we'll say send flare. It's a bit more spacey. All right. So then, now we have our form. We have the other sections as well. The last little bit we need is a footer at the bottom, and that footer is going to contain, on the left, some kind of copyright notice, and on the right, a couple of social links. So inside the footer, first of all, let's do a footer tag. And then inside the footer, a div with a class of grid. So we'll use CSS grid to lay out the contents of this div as well. And the first thing on the left is going to be a paragraph with a class of copyright. And inside, we'll just say copyright 2020 Cosmo Junkie. Okay, so then after that we'll do a UL with a class of social, and inside that we want two li tags. Each one is going to contain an anchor tag and inside that an image. So the first image is inside the assets folder / and it's going to be icon, and then we'll use Facebook first of all, and for the alt tag we'll say Facebook as well, and then the next one down here, li, anchor, and then we want an image, and this is going to be assets / icon _ Twitter. Now we can preview those now if we save the file. We might not see them because they are whitish. Oh no, we can see them, kind of like a really light purple. Okay, and there's the copyright notice as well. Phew. So there we go, my friends. We have now created all of the HTML file. And that's all really of the work we need to do inside this file. And we don't need to come back in here really now in the future unless I've made some mistakes and we need to correct those. Now, all of our work is going to be focused around creating some responsive CSS. And like I mentioned at the start of this series, we're going to be taking a mobile first approach. And I'm going to explain exactly what that means in the next lesson.